greetings. This is your community friend, Blessing Sunday, coming to you live from our studio. As usual, we are talking about the law of positivity with my good friend, Kiss. Kiss, good evening.
I'm Lacey.
How are you?
Be here.
Posy greeting.
Very much so. Thank you.
For those who are catching up, this is our third episode of the law of positivity. Keith here is my good friend and the founder of the Positive Foundation. And we have taken it upon ourselves to bring this pod. If you're not sure what a pod is, you need to refer back to our first and second charts where you dig deeper into living a positive life. And Keith is a founder and believer of the law of positivity, and positivity itself is part of our lifestyle. Looking at the situations we are facing on this earth, there's a lot of things going on, and the only thing that can keep us afloat and assist us is to cultivate a positive attitude.
Yeah.
But the word positivity is deep, and as a foundation, you must know there's pillars in the positive foundation and in the law of positivity. There's lots of pillars. We started with the first pillar, which was Keith. Give it to our listeners.
The first pillar was just trying to, I went bland for a sec. My apologies. Was show that you care.
Showing that you care.
And
showing that you care.
And why we call it a pillar is we got 6 pillars, and they are there to support, like in a building, to support the law of positivity.
There you have it. Positivity is a law, and every law has a constitution, and the constitution has got rules and regulations. And in this case, law of positivity has got pillars. It cannot just run on its own. And the first pillar was showing that you care. That is intentional caring.
Correct.
That was our last post, and you should go back there and check it on our YouTube channel, Charts with Blessing Sunday, and you get the Charts with Blessing and Keith. Then you see what we spoke about before. So today we are looking at the second pillar, strong one, and this digs deeper inside you. We are talking about accepting responsibility. Accepting responsibility is the number 2 pillar of the law of positivity. You know, when Kit told me that we're talking about accepting responsibility, I dug deep into me. What is this accepting responsibility? It's speaking about the life that you lead in, whatever that you've gone through, everything, every decision that you make. If you accepted it, including the outcome, if you accepted it, you see, when we talk about accepting responsibility, we are talking about a mindset, a way of life that shapes you and me. It's a mindset.
Correct.
And the person that has a mindset of responsibility is a person that will exude success, is a person that has strength, is a person that has sustainable relationships. So, take us deeper into accepting responsibility as a pillar of the law of positivity. Tell our viewers, let them understand what you're talking about.
Right.
Do you mind?
Accepting responsibility is one of those things in life that we all know is right, and yet we have seldom have we given it the attention that it deserves, and analyze what does it actually mean. It's so easy to say, I accept responsibility. Many of us are being told by our parents or a teacher or something like that, it's time you took responsibility for whatever it is. And that's just a tiny little part of accepting responsibility. And with regards to what we are trying to do as the Positivity Foundation and POSI as we shorten it, is to find ways of helping each other be more positive more of the time. And I personally have taken responsibility to see that we as POSI give as many people as possible the opportunity to really understand how to maintain a positive attitude in this world that we're living in, which is just awash with negativity. Negativity dominates everything that we do. So we got to accept. Personally, I accept responsibility now for not being negative, for being as positive as I can.
You know, I heard a very interesting writer, that talks about first accepting responsibility. It's when you live responsibly, you are not a victim of circumstances. That's number one.
Right.
And accepting responsibility, you recognize that you cannot control everything that happens around you. I think that's the number one thing that everyone needs to know. You cannot control anything that happens around you. But accepting responsibility is knowing that you can control how you react to it.
Correct.
So I'll give the same example I gave last time. I think it's the quickest, shortest example that everybody knows. Whether you are in a taxi or you're driving your own car, you cannot control what the driver of the car in front of you, next to you, is going to do. They might come and cut you off. They might come and do something, but you can control how you react to that.
Very.
So accepting responsibility is accepting the fact that at any given point, how I react is a choice, and it's my choice.
Very.
And whether good or bad, I must accept that my response to whatever happens to me, it must be always positive.
Very.
Because if you react to a negative situation with negativity, it's destruction on the way.
Correct.
So we are saying, as the Positive Foundation, you must always be intentional.
Right.
Yes, there is people that will wrong you. And things that want to go wrong can go wrong at any given point in life. You can buy a brand new house while you're celebrating, rain fills the house, ceiling falls down.
Yeah.
You can buy a brand new car
Real life. Yeah.
while you're at the toll gate. From driving your brand new car, the brand new car switches off. Things can happen at any given point in time. You can receive a bouncing baby boy or bouncing baby girl, and then this girl is beautiful, and after an hour, the doctor tells you it's a hole in the heart of your child.
Yeah.
So accepting responsibility, we are not saying bad things will not happen. They will happen. We are not saying that people will not wrong you. They will wrong you. But when we talk about accepting responsibility, it comes down to how you respond to those things, to anything in your life.
Correct.
Do you respond with hatred? Do you respond with negativity? Do you respond with positivity? Take it up, kid.
But it's a choice. It's a choice to be positive or to be negative.
Yes.
And we've got to learn to make those choices. Accepting responsibility, even if it's not your fault. Something has happened. You, as you say, you've then just got to look at it and accept that responsibility.
Thank you.
And it's so important in life today with children, with parents or parents to accept the responsibility of loving and growing up,
That's the truth.
maturing,
Hmm.
mentoring a child.
Now that you're putting it up there, kid, that is a very deep subject for another day.
Girl.
But parents have got a responsibility of raising their children in a good way. And At times when a child fails, a parent need to accept responsibility that they did not do their part.
Yeah.
Or a child was raised in the right way, but they make a choice to go the wrong way. And they blame the parents, they blame the government, they blame the country, they blame everything else. So this is a deep topic. It's gonna be short, but I think we are going to take accepting responsibility on 2 more episodes because it's very deep. It's very deep. We are in a generation that blames every other person except ourselves.
Yeah.
And that breeds negativity.
Yeah.
So let's see, before we cut this very one, talk to me about what I've just said before I just named 2 points on accepting responsibility. Response to what I've just said now. We're living in a world where no one must accept responsibility.
Correct.
It's every other person's fault. In the law of positivity, tell the viewers, how do we accept responsibility? Talk to them.
Okay. The only way is to realize, number one, that you have to do it. And number two, that it is a simple thing to do. It's a decision, a conscious decision. That's our problem in life today. With this whole question of positivity, our negativity that we are living in causes us to just automatically be negative about the things. And we don't consciously decide to be negative. People that consciously decide to be negative are, excuse me, a pain in the ass. They just, so that's, it sounds easy, and in fact it is easy, but it is difficult as well.
So it takes me to my first point of how do we adopt this lifestyle of accepting responsibility. And my first one was owning your decision. Own your decision. These days we've got a term that runs the conferences, own your story. Own your decision. Good or bad, one should be able to own their decisions. So if you make a decision and your decision turns out to be bad, own it. Don't try to justify it. Don't say my decision was good by the economy. Don't try to, try to find a way to run away from it. The world would be a good place and a better place if we all own up to our decisions. Okay, in the olden days, we had a lot of court cases where people were pleading guilty and asking for leniency. And I remember those days, the cases would turn out to be very wonderful. You would actually feel sorry for this person, and the law would also give them leniency, and they will serve their time with dignity. But nowadays, nobody wants to own their responsibility. Everyone wants to prove that they are not wrong.
Correct.
They go to great strength and strides to prove that they didn't do anything, knowing fully well that they did it.
Yeah.
So do you think it's something that can come around? People owning their decisions, good or bad, learning from them, and don't you think that would create a very sweet and better world?
Very much so.
Please talk to our viewers, because this is very important. We are only going to touch this, owning your decision, and the second one.
Yeah.
So accepting your decision, owning it, good or bad, saying I'm sorry.
Correct. Yeah, and as you said, we need to spend more time on, as we talk today about accepting responsibility, we realize what a huge subject it is. And every one of the 7 pillars that we got supporting the law needs to go into more and more depth. So it's unlimited, the library, unlimited the amount of information that's available for us to learn how to help each other be more positive more of the time. The law of positivity that we're talking about is simple. It says when you have and practice a positive attitude, you will Be more excellent at whatever you do. Be positive and you'll be happy.
Kit has said it. Kit has said it. My last point there about our today, our pillar, is that you should set personal standards.
Yes.
Part of accepting responsibility is setting standards for yourself. Set personal standards higher than what others expect. So if people are expecting a certain standard from you, you must actually set a higher standard. I'll give a very simple example for us ladies. You say, I'm Bruna, I'm 25. I want to settle down. I want to start to have a relationship and get married, for instance. And so you should actually know what kind of husband are you looking for. Is it a Christian, a Hindu? Is it tall, short? Is it a husband that loves the Lord? Or anything? So you must have standard goals. When you set goals for yourself, that is the first task to accepting responsibility. So when you have standard, the goals written down, you cannot just run with anyone that comes along the way. And if you drop your standards and you end up not getting the person you're praying for, and that person disappoints you and at times leaves you with a child, women, let us accept the responsibility. I made a mistake. I dropped my standards. I didn't take my time to find out what I was doing. And boom, I've got a child. Accept that responsibility. Be a big girl. Take your responsibility and start doing.
Man.
Going around with the saying, I hate men are dogs, men are this. It's just passing the blame to another person. Let us learn to set standards. After we set standards, we stick by those standards. It is part of accepting responsibility. Keith, close it off. What I've just said now, setting standards. How important is it in the law of positivity and accepting responsibility?
It's so important that we've made it one of our pillars, one of the things that support the law of positivity. And as you were talking there, I just thought that the whole question of setting standards for yourself is very, very important. And I believe one of the most important things in setting standards for yourself is to share those with other people, not just to have that standard yourself. Because as you share it with other people, so you understand it more and more.
That is where the pods come in.
And that is where the pods come in.
Tell us briefly about the pods.
We haven't got time to go into it in detail now. I could just give you the definition of a pod. P-O-D. It's an acronym for People of Destiny. And the destiny that we're looking for as podders, if we're a member of a pod, we call ourselves a codder, is that podders will make a measurable positive difference to this negative world that we're living in. And so a pod meets on a regular basis to discuss ways of helping each other be more positive more of the time. We have just started doing a viral one as well on WhatsApp, and we do it on WhatsApp, so you will find it in our information.
Yes, so as Keith has said, accepting responsibility comes with a package. The whole positivity law comes with a package. So as Keith has put it out there, we have what is called a pod, where we have 12 people, less or more, that we have a meeting, whether it's virtual meeting, Zoom, WhatsApp, Teams, or face-to-face meeting, where we occasionally gather, share our positive lifestyle, and we also post our challenges. I did this and I'm taking responsibility for it. And I promise because we even end up our pod with a promise. So if you want to join the pod, the Bayshore pod is open to a lot of people. You can put your details on this chat, and we'll get back to you and join you on a code. So once a month we might meet physically, but at least now once a week we meet virtually. It's very important. We are doing our part in bringing peace and joy in the hearts of people, to shorten suicide, to shorten depression, to shorten each and every challenge. Most of the challenges that we're seeing in the world are as a result of anger, as a result of stress management, as a result of challenges of life. So, the Positive Foundation is there to make a change in the lives of men and women for the future benefits. Stay in touch. Drop your email in the chat box below, in the Facebook post below. Send us your number, send us your email address. We'll get in touch with you on how you can join a pod. It's very, very important. We are going to catch you next time on Positivity Chats with Listening Kiss. Posi.
Posy. Yeah.
Posi. Thank you so much. See you in the pod later, okay?
Anyway.
Thank you so much. Stay blessed, our viewers. Stay blessed. God bless.